I am Wakili Marshall Tito, and I have joined the activists, and together we, concerned citizens and supporters of human rights, are issuing this press release to condemn the abduction of two Kenyan activists, Comrade Bob Njagi and Comrade Nicholas Oyoo, in Uganda on October 1st, 2025. The incident occurred at Starbucks petrol station, allegedly owned by President William Ruto in Chireka, Kampala, where the activists were forcibly taken by armed men believed to be security operatives while fueling their car. The circumstances surrounding the abduction raised serious concerns about safety of Kenyan citizens in Uganda and the potential collaboration between the Kenya and Ugandan governments. The silence from the Kenyan ministries of Foreign Affairs and Interior, as well as the lack of action from the President William Ruto, is alarming and very suspicious, not forgetting that he is also the president of the East African Community. The incident is not an isolated case. Comrade Bob Njagi has previously been abducted in Kenya and detained for 32 days. And other activists like Dr. Martha Karua, Dr. Willy Mutunga, Hussein Khalid, Hanifa Adan, and Boniface Mwangi and Agatha Atuhaire, who were abducted and tortured in Tanzania. These actions constitute a blatant violation of human rights and fundamental freedoms.
Comrade Bob, viva!
Viva!
Free! Comrade released, viva!
Viva!
We, the 6.25 movement, stand in solidarity with Bob Njagi and Nicholas Oyoo, and all those who have been victims of abduction and forced disappearance. To the Kenyan government, protect the citizen. To the Ugandan government, release Bob Njagi and Nicholas Oyoo. We won't be silenced. Abductions won't stop us, they will unite us. This is a blatant violation of international human rights laws. We demand action, accountability. Our demands: the immediate and unconditional release of Bob Njagi and Nicholas Oyoo, a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the abductions, accountability for those responsible for the abductions. Viva, comrades, viva!
Viva! Free Bob! Free!
Free!
My name is Deus Kanyesije, a citizen of Uganda and the spokesperson of National Unity Platform, Kenyan chapter. For nearly 4 decades, President Yoweri Museveni has held power in Uganda. While his early leadership brought stability, it's now clear that the country's progress has been stifled by authoritarian rule, systematic corruption, human rights violations, and the suppression of democratic voices. Uganda's youth, who make up the vast majority of the population, are demanding a future built on freedom, fairness, and dignity. Bob Wine in this case represents that future, one led by the people, for the people. We believe it's time for a peaceful transition of power that reflects the will of Ugandans, especially in the forthcoming elections. Every citizen must have the right to vote freely, without intimidation, violence, or fraud. Political opponents must not be harassed, tortured, or imprisoned for speaking out. We reject tyranny and we embrace the spirit of unity, non-violence, and democratic reform. The time has come for Uganda to rise, not in chaos, but with hope and courage. We support Bob Wine and all freedom-loving Ugandans in their quest to build a new Uganda. A Uganda where every voice matters. A Uganda where the future belongs to all. Vivo, power vivo.
Viva! Free Bobby, free!
Free!
My name is Felix Wambua, the National Coordinator Free Kenya Movement. We are here because our comrade Bob Njagi is abducted alongside his Secretary General, who is Nicholas Oyoo. We thank all East Africans for raising their voices and calling for the release of our comrades. A few minutes ago, we have spoken with the opposition leader of Uganda, who is Joel Senyonyi. We have also spoken with the SG-NUP, who represent the National Unity Platform, and they have assured us that they are working around the clock to ensure that our comrades come free. We know what is happening in Uganda. We do not want speculations that Kenyans who are going to Uganda are going to interfere with their political stability or political affairs. We are peace-loving Kenyans and activists who move East Africa with respect to the East African Charter. We are gathered here because we know how lethal President Museveni and his regime are. We call for the release of our comrades, and they should come cross-border while they are still healthy. We do not want excuses, and from here we are going to organize and give our governments, that is East African governments, 12-hour ultimatum to release Bob and Nicholas Oyoo. If not so, we are so organized in our disorganized manner, we will occupy all embassies of Uganda across the globe. We want all human beings who respect human rights to ensure that we silence the dictatorship that is coming with the current leaders within East Africa. A political transition or campaign does not mean rivalry. We are not at a war. We are in a republic or a region that is ruled by our constitutions, respective constitutions. So as we carry on our activities as activists, we respect respective constitutions. We do not want anything that is happening to Ugandans to go to Kenya. But anything that touches human rights is something that touches every human being wherever they are. So in one accord, we call upon the Kenyan government through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to issue a statement latest today to tell us what is happening to our brothers, because our own president, who is President Ruto, is the president of East Africa Community. He should use his government and his state assets to secure the lives of our brothers. Thank you.
By name I'm Bruce Gordon from 615 Movement. So as clearly you've heard from fellow comrades here, and they've stated clearly exactly what we need in the next 12 hours. And we just want to tell our political class here in Kenya, it's not about talking. Just don't need to talk and just yap anyhow everywhere. That somebody has gone to the neighboring county to do bad manners. I don't think that's the fact. So when you're speaking as a political class, please know what exactly you're saying and know what its impact is to the people. For us here, we are just about saying that the comrades to be released, because we are here just to fight for their fundamental rights. In one way or the other, they are human beings, and I didn't see or hear that our comrades were in the streets causing chaos or any kind of violence or any kind of disruption, because they are on their way back home. So it's very clear, and as stated, in the next 12 hours, we need a statement, either from the government of Kenya or from the government of Uganda on our statement. So with no waste of time, I can get Mosquito in to say,
Viva Kenya, viva! Viva! Many here are fear, they don't want to talk. My names are General Mosquito, Shadrach Okindo, Party Leader of Justice Direction Party, MLM Movement Leader. Mine, I want to condemn the marriage of Kaguta Museveni and William Samoei Ruto. Once Ruto said to the public, enough is enough. Us as the generations of today, activists and all brothers across the globe, we want to say that this marriage is coming to an end, because we will not tolerate nonsense whereby the government is adopting our own and They don't speak about it, and we don't know the reason why we are being adopted while we are in the country where it's been governed by the democracy, that's been governed by the rule of God, rule of law. What happened to the honorable from Uganda, who this year was adopted in Kenya, is the similar what now we are witness as Kenyans. And this must come to an end. Mr. Ruto, as a mosquito, I want to tell you that the office of president, it has a lot of responsibility. And one of the responsibility is to protect and to defend his citizens, not to adapt, kill, and destroy it, or to silence into the prison. Mine, I want to tell all Kenyans who are resident business in Uganda to back us in this operation of fighting the freedom of our own blood, of our own citizens. The two Kenyans who just went freely, they are not Al-Shabaab, they are not criminals, but where are they? We are demanding the government of Museveni to bring our own with immediate effect. Otherwise, international community shall answer this. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it seems a well-orchestrated scheme where I'm John Maina Ndegwa, an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. What is playing out is a well-orchestrated script where the Ruto regime is working in cohort with the foreign governments to prosecute Kenyans. Our demand this evening, we give unconditional terms to the government of Kenya that the two Kenyans be released immediately. If this doesn't happen, we'll descend on the Ugandan embassy tomorrow. You have 48 hours to act. If you don't do so, we'll do ourselves. It's also surprising that there is deafening silence from the government. The cabinet secretary responsible for foreign affairs, Musalia Mudavadi, is just mad. Probably he is not even aware. Mr. Mudavadi, two Kenyans were abducted yesterday by the Ugandan terror regime. You act, you have their release. If you fail to do that, we are giving you 48 hours. If you fail to do that, we'll help ourselves. We'll descend on the Ugandan embassy tomorrow. Thank you so much.
So, my name is Viva Comrades, Viva.
Viva. Viva.
Freedom for Bob Njagi, freedom.
Freedom.
Freedom for Nicholas Oyoo, freedom.
Freedom.
My name is Samuel Omare. I'm the chairperson of Oyenga Youth Group and also a member of Africa's Rising Movement. And I'm here today standing in solidarity with my comrades, Bob Njagi and Nicholas Oyoo, who have been detained in Uganda while on a campaign trail. His Excellency Comrade Bobi Wine. We are condemning the systemic violations that are ongoing in East Africa, whereby East Africa has been turned into one playground for abductors, including our comrades who were abducted in Tanzania, and Tanzanians who have been who have tried to be abducted from here in Kenya, and also during the protest where Ugandan authorities have been implicated in human rights violations in our country. So this strange relationship between the three dictators of East Africa is worrisome to the people, and it's retrogressive to the Jumuiya that we are trying to build, which will help advance the rights of the people of East Africa. So as we advance towards a borderless Africa, united East Africa, and united continent for our people, this kind of behaviors should not be tolerated from the dictators who are working in cahoots to silence any decent or people who are trying to speak on behalf of the masses. We condemn the actions of the Ugandan authority forces and the silence of the foreign ministry here in Kenya, and look forward to the release of our comrades. They'd rather be deported than be held in limbo in our neighboring country. So we are saying Down with oppression, down.
Down.
Down with illegal detentions, down.
Down.
Forward with people power, forward.
Forward.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Thank you.
I want to ask you my questions. Nisisahau maswali mnaweza ongea tusahau.